had it probably about 5 years now, 5, 6 years, um, and just haven't been able to sort of shake it. Um, it's really just been constant over that sort of last 5, 6 year period. Like it comes in waves. There's times where probably gets up to like a 8 out of 10 sort of pain, and I struggle sitting down for even 10, 15 minutes. Whether that be not even just in the office, like even going to a restaurant.
First of all, man, I
Yeah.
just want to say thank you so much for being here and for agreeing for this interview too. That means
Yeah,
a
no
lot.
worries.
Yeah, cool, man. So why don't we get started? Maybe you tell me a little bit more about yourself, like what you do, where you're from, and how long you've been having this chronic low back problem.
Yeah, so as I said, from Scotland originally, been living in New Zealand about 13, 14 years now. Um, I'm a lawyer, so pretty long hours in the office. I do have a standing or adjustable desk, but still obviously a lot of hours in the same position, whether that's sitting or standing. Um, Played football, as in soccer, football, growing up until my sort of early 30s, and started having back pain probably when I was around or early 30s. I've had it probably about 5 years now, 5, 6 years, um, and just haven't been able to sort of shake it. Um, it's really just been constant over that sort of last 5, 6 year period. Like it comes in waves. There's times where probably gets up to like a 8 out of 10 sort of pain, and I struggle sitting down for even 10, 15 minutes. Whether that be not even just in the office, like even going to a restaurant or like any time I'm sort of sitting down or a car journey. So at times it is pretty yeah, pretty debilitating. I play golf as well, and that aggravates it too. So when it gets bad, there's times like I can't even sort of practice or play at all. I normally play once a week, just at the weekend, and try to practice for about an hour a week. But just before Christmas, there I wasn't able to play for about a month, um, just because the pain was so bad after it. So I started the program I think on the 22nd of December, and definitely saw immediate results, which was great. Over the past sort of 5 years, I've been going to physio pretty much constantly, but this year I've been going on a weekly basis. I've also, over the last few months, been going to a chiropractor once, twice a week as well, and going for massages too. So, really tried everything possible. I've been to sports specialists, I've had x-rays, MRI scans. Nothing really has managed to identify what the issue is or solve the problem sort of long term. I have seen sort of short term relief, but it's just sort of an up and down cycle. So I'd say once starting the program, as you said, just on those basic exercises, I did find a sort of immediate relief over Christmas. So I was off for about 3 weeks over the Christmas break and was playing golf maybe 3 times a week or something. Normally I would play golf and be sore for sort of 5 days and then only sort of recover before playing again, whereas I was able to play sort of every other day, which was obviously great. Went back to work last week, and I've definitely felt the tightness sort of building up again, but a lot better than what it has been. Um, so obviously not expecting a miracle cure overnight, especially from how long I've had the pain. So yeah, it's been great to see such good results over a short term. So yeah, just pretty excited to keep going and yeah, see if we can kick it once and for all.
Yeah, 100%, man. And just out of curiosity, I know you tried a lot of stuff before, physio,
Yeah.
chiro, massage, MRI, like just roughly how much money you spent before? Just out of curiosity.
Uh, I mean, so in New Zealand, we're pretty lucky that healthcare is subsidized if it's so it's probably not as expensive as it is in North America, but easily spending like $100 to $150 a week. So yeah, like over $500 New Zealand a month, on average, probably over the last 6 months, definitely. But yeah, probably been even just physio once a week's over $200 a month. So that's probably been the average cost over the past 5 years, but over the last 6 months, probably north of $500 a month I've been spending.
That's tough, man. That's tough. So we're
Yeah.
talking maybe around, I would say at least 3,000 to $5,000.
Quick maths isn't great, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. And to be honest, when you've gone through like had this pain for so long and it does affect your daily life, like you would like I'd pay like you just want to get rid of it. So it has yeah, I've just been willing to pay to try everything. Um, but yeah, n nothing's quite worked long term. So yeah, and I think when saw your videos on Instagram, it sort of resonated with me in terms of having short-term relief with these other types of treatment. But I've always thought I don't the way you've explained things sort of really resonated with me in terms of it makes sense and like I know about so there's some underlying issue that we're not sort of getting to with these other treatments.
Yeah, 100%, man. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of that, now what would you say the biggest difference between the exercise we're doing versus all the exercise you tried before?
I think that they're a lot more passive than the other ones. Like I think the exercises of the physio's given me of a lot of sort of strengthening stuff in the gym, and then a lot of sort of more traditional stretching. Um, Nothing that really involves breathing. I think that was the big one of the big sort of differences I noticed. And I think at first when you see the exercises, you think, oh, how's this going to make a difference? Like I'm just lying in one position and breathing. Um, but yeah, you really do. Like as I said, like if I've played golf, like still after golf the next day I'll be really like pretty sore. But yeah, after doing the exercises, I can immediately sort of feel that pain and tightness reduce. Um, but yeah, I would say the big difference is how yeah, the breathing number one, and then as I said, it's not sort of strenuous. It's not intensive stretching. It's very sort of like relaxing.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I think a lot of clients, they mentioned the same thing before, right? They first saw the exercise, they feel like, uh, why am I doing this, right? They don't feel
Yeah,
like it's gonna make any difference, but maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks in, they feel like, wow, it actually make changes through my range of motion and through breathing as well. So
yeah,
now I think you probably feel the same. Now,
yeah.
I'm curious. So now I know you tried a lot of stuff before. So what was your mindset before joining this program? Were you pretty skeptical or
Um, I I mean, like, to be honest, I've got to the point where I was like, I'll try anything. Like I've tried all these other things. What have I got to lose? Um, so I was sort of hopeful going into it, but not I guess sort of like cautious optimism. Um, as I said, I've tried so many things that have been like a false dawn, and you think it's working, and then it doesn't. Long term anyway. So yeah, I was, I guess, cautiously optimistic going into it, but have been obviously impressed with the results so far.
that's great, man. That's great. And so what would you want to say to those people who are maybe listening or watching this video right now and they're on the fence with joining a program that they're looking for a leg up?
Yeah, I just say give it a go. Like you've got nothing to lose if you're experiencing back pain, like it sucks. And in terms of the cost, like compared to if you are going for treatment, whether that be physio, chiropractor, massage. If you're going on a regular basis, you're probably spending more money on that than you would on the program. So yeah, I would I can only speak for myself, but I've had really good results so far, and yeah, definitely worth giving a go.
All right, awesome. Is there anything else you want to add at the end?
Have seen really good results so far, and yeah, I'm just excited to see the what the next step in the program is, and hopefully I can continue to yeah build on what I've done so far. And yeah, not much
No.
more to add than that.
Awesome. And what would you say your pain level right now on a daily basis on a scale of 1 to 10?
Um, over the past, before I went back to work, I'd say it would probably was in the 2 to 4 range. Um, since going back to work, it's probably yeah, like two to not much. Yeah, probably definitely under 5. It's not got to the point where I'd even describe like it's discomfort rather than a sort of real pain. So yeah, definitely sort of significant improvement so far.
All right. That's great, man. That's great. I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
Now,
thank you.
yeah, I think that's it for the interview. Now, again, thank you so much for being here and thank you so much for agreeing this interview too.